Hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. This is Surviving Mars. It's a new hour, so let's switch over to a new radio station.
Sector scanned.
So we're no longer hemorrhaging metals. Polymers are low because we've been exporting hundreds of those with no end in sight. Concrete's low because I just built some new apartment complexes, but
the day claimed our last living founder, spelling the end of an era for us all.
Bowie had a dream to see humanity united, conquering the stars, and they allowed nothing to stand in the path of this dream. No hardship, no loss, not even personal safety. And what more can anyone be asked to do? We know many women and men of character, of strength and virtue. Any one of them might have stepped into their place, and we would be none the wiser. But we know why they chose this path. When a heart as big and strong beats in one's chest, it gives no other option but to follow its call. When Bowie fell, it left a void. Do not let it take over your hearts, friends. Do not mourn the icon of good that we have lost. Rather, rise up and become the icon yourself. Let this death not become a blow against the will of humanity to grow, learn, and conquer new frontiers. The syntax of the way a lot of these is written is a little weird. Like, I think it's grammatically correct, but it flows very strangely. Got 150 people, 18 unemployed. That's over 10% unemployment rate. That's horrible. just horrible. I think a lot of models hold it that you want something like a 4% unemployment rate, 3 or 4% unemployment rate. That way you have a sizable population who are ready to fill in new job vacancies as they become available. I mean, ideally you have 0% unemployment, right? Everyone's employed. But as far as economics go, that's not actually true. You want a percentage of the population unemployed because then they are potential labor, or employable labor, or cheap or replaceable labor. It is pretty dark and inhumane from a certain perspective. But, well, that's capitalism, my dude. I don't want to land this trade rocket. I like my polymers right where they are. No one's homeless? Yeah, we just have unemployed folks. That's fine. Unemployment is tackleable. And I'm going to start tackling it by doing this. 3 research labs. In totality, they're going to consume 15 power, which we may not actually have right now. And it'll consume 3 electronics per day, which is pretty substantial. Well, 3 electronics overall. Maybe not per day, necessarily. Oh wow, you don't have anywhere to relax. Have a fountain.
Pipe leak reported.
Oh cool, we're down to 2 renegades, so I can actually get rid of this security station and free up these people to work elsewhere. More important than freeing them up, however, I'm freeing up that space.
You're listening to
I know it
Mars
doesn't look like we
Radio
need this
with
space
Pen
right
and
now,
Escalade,
but,
your
well, I
first
like it.
radio host choice with the best radio voice.
Power, though. How do I want to address power? So, we're doing okay on metals, which encourages me to make solar panels. We are doing okay on machine parts, which encourages me to make wind turbines. So let's plop down 2 more wind turbines. I am not going to land the Spring City trade rocket until we have 80 polymers immediately available to throw on the rocket.
Sector scanned.
Building these and having them staffed will allow us to be better able to research these more quickly, as well as get this whole mystery chain over with and back to researching normal technologies. How's unemployment looking here? 17. Well, this will be 6 and 12, so we should have 4 left over after all of these are built. Unemployment here is 3 unemployed. Tempted to build a polymer factory. How's unemployment doing here? 14. Damn. 14's pretty substantial. So I actually will build a polymer depot up here. Or, not a depot, sorry. An actual factory up here. Now, it's going to require... Now what? No. Let's build a machine parts factory. But before that, we're severely lacking in concrete. Why don't we take a look at fixing that? 312, 321.
Resources are
Can I
low.
get more than
Cable
321?
fault reported.
Not looking like it. Ah, spin it around, spin it around. 321. Cool. I'll wire this up, so we'll be producing our own concrete up here as well. Once that's done, this will be able to finish, this will be able to finish, and I'll probably feel more comfortable about plopping down a manufactory up there.
Sector scanned. Pipe leak reported.
Power's doing okay. Oxygen's not doing great, probably because of this pipe leak. Well, we're losing some because of this pipe leak, but not a lot. Oh, and we're in the middle of a dust storm. Probably the dust storm contributing a little bit. We have 4 unemployed folks. That's enough to set up another farm. Now, I don't know that we need another farm. Yeah, we're actually producing less than we're consuming, so it is time to plop down another farm. Barely. Wait, do you have an unemployment problem? Not really. You kind of do, but I have other ideas. You do. You definitely do, but I can set you up into manufacturing, rather. Here, have a farm. Now, having multiple research labs running at the same time, you start suffering collaboration loss.
Resources are low.
When you have too many people collaborating on a project, just the process of communicating with so many people for the project can consume time that might be more efficient working with small teams. Might be more efficient to have teams working in small teams, or people working in small teams. There we go, that sounds more grammatically correct. $274. I can get a 291 here, but it would require the cable doing some weird stuff. I think 274 is fine. Yeah, let's just take this and wire it. It's probably not a strange thing for me to say, but backseating doesn't typically help me. Unless people have nuanced ideas to give. So I tend to be a fairly intelligent person. Like, when I used to play sports as a kid, backseating in sports even drove me crazy. Like, cheering from the crowd bugged me when I was young. Like, yes, I know I need to go get the ball. Yes, I need to keep an eye out for that guy, or run faster, or like, whatever. Your cheering is not helping me. There's early warning signs that your kid has
We have a
social
power
anxiety
shortage.
disorders. If when you're trying to cheer for them, they want you to shut up. Oh, we were gonna build a polymer factory up here, and then never did. Well, never say never. Wait, was I really actually going to do that? I kind of want it because it'll make it easier to upkeep these Sterling generators. Now, I'm very confused, right? Because I'm seeing this. What the fuck is the problem here? A drone is on the way to repair this building. Where? Where is that drone, exactly?
Cable fault reported.
I think something
We have
weird
a
is
power
going on
shortage.
here. Yeah, we have a power shortage. What do we have a power shortage on? What? Whoa, why? Because we were in the middle of the dust storm, and now that the dust storm is off, all of these moisture evaporators just came back online. That's what happened, and all the Moxies came back online. So we need 6 more of these. Can you clear all of these? Yeah. Get out of here.
Resources are low.
Low in machine parts. You don't say. Yeah, because it keeps on reminding us about the machine part shortage, I know that I should probably set up some means of getting this more reliable.
Welcome back. I'm Pan Am
Sector
Public
scanned.
Services,
I was hoping
a
that
nickname I got in my youth
it could
when
be
I was a part
facilitated
of
by
the
making
public
more
service
shuttles, but
revolution.
not
My
happening.
home country used to have serious restrictions on freedom of speech. When democracy finally came, other forces took control over the broadcasting channels. I fled to America, where some compatriots and I started up an underground news network, determined to supply our homeland with neutrally reported news. It was very successful, and grew into today's public service network, the least corrupt network on Earth. And
Our
now for some
contributions
news.
towards the Beyond Earth project
Okay, don't
have been
misclick this
received,
time, Alex.
and we
Don't
have
misclick.
Reed Goddenberry's everlasting thanks
Click on
behalf
Port
of
Vesta.
humanity's future.
Click on Port Vesta. Aldrin Base project has advanced. So maybe they're all advancing at the same time. Maybe that's why this is taking forever. That could make sense. Oh, hey, this finally actually got fixed. Thank God. That was annoying. It was very annoying. 1 unemployed people, 36 vacant residential slots. Now, that unemployed person can be employed in the extraction of rare metals. Right here. Let's see first, however. Oh my god. Keep misclicking, Alex. If I can run power cable. Power cable here? Yeah, okay.
Sector scanned.
Run a power cable right here. That'll work. Using a transport to move metal is okay. I'd rather just have more shuttles to facilitate this, which is why I was trying to build more shuttles, and we do have an okay amount, but it just seems like we're moving too much for the number of shuttles that we have running right now. Hard to say definitively, though. hard to say. All of these are running full time. You're actually producing food.
Funding
Yeah.
received.
A fair amount of funding. You have 12 vacant slots. You have 4 vacant slots, so that's 16. You have 38. So I can definitely get more colonists. Now it's only going to be 28 people on this 42-person rocket. That's very okay. I can land all of them up
Sector
here.
scanned.
So I just need to get 20-something more available jobs by the time they get here. Well, there's 4, so I need 16 more. I don't really want them to be involved in any manufacturing up here. I want our manufacturing to be based pretty much solely out of here. And if that is my feeling, then I should probably just build another prefab machine part and electronic factory in here just to get it going. Is this full?
Pipe
about
leak reported.
So I need to find work for them. They're on their way. What do I want them to do? I suppose I could set up research for them to do. I could set up some happier activities for them to do. I could set up a polymer factory. That's always outside the factory, and dome, and we almost always need more polymers. I think, however, because I'm on this kick, we throw down a bunch more research labs. Now these research labs are going to make me really want to up our electronics manufacturing, and our machine parts, so I am going to be...
A colonist has died. Cable fault reported.
How'd they die? Low sanity. Oh, they committed suicide. That's sad. Oh, because I
Sector
have these
scan.
running at night. Alright, I worked them to death. That... Whoops. I've never done that before. First time for everything, I suppose. Let's plop down the electronics and machine parts factory. Now, this is going to be a total of 38 power being consumed. Each of these wind turbines produces 9.3, so that's going to be 4.
Vehicle battery
Yeah,
low.
4 more of them that I'm going to need. So that's 1. 2. Yeah, it's connected. 3, that's connected, and 4, that'll be connected. Your battery's low, so why don't we just have you go charge while you're up here? You've been transporting a lot of metal, so we should have metal down here, so it's getting produced more easily. You're waiting on more fuel. Well, that makes sense, as we were just fueling up that boy.
The Beyond Earth initiative
Alright.
needs more materials for the completion of its various projects.
Yep, Spring City. Spring City, bitch. What are we doing here? 13 more jobs. 2 more. Or I can just pop all 28 of these down here. They won't necessarily have work immediately, but they will all have homes, and I don't need to worry about them running it all over Kingdom Come.
Cable fault reported.
This is gonna end up resulting in much more research getting done, which I very much like. Let's go ahead and open that
New
Stirling
colonists
generator.
have arrived.
Now we have enough Stirling generators running up here that I kind of want to get our own
Sector scanned.
polymer factory running up here just to help sustain our needs in this area and not force this to rely on imports for its polymer needs. Because our polymer depot up here is perpetually at 0, and especially because we keep on exporting polymers, I'd be more comfortable with diversifying our income there, so to speak. Or our intake, let's say. Diversifying our intake. Power's looking great, even with everything running. Let's open up these work shifts. So you probably have more work slots than you have residential slots. You absolutely do. So that means it's time again to plop down, and we do have 12 power available. Time to plop down. Oh my god, an apartment complex. There we go, right here. Renegades are under control, and
Sector
very
scanned.
under control. We're low on machine parts. Yep, that's definitely true. Hence, part of why I wanted to produce this. A large part of why I wanted to produce that. We should be making enough metals. Yeah, we have enough metals to be fueling that machine part factory. These concrete extractors, once they die, we're going to be over 200 concrete, so I'll be okay to run without concrete extractors for a while. Hopefully, we'll wrap up this mystery, and we'll be able to research this, so I won't have to need any concrete extractors at all. We don't have 80 polymers, and I'm pretty okay with my plan of not landing this until I'm ready to kiss that 80 polymer goodbye. I should have done that with the metal one, but I was so eager to advance the quest, the mystery, that I wasn't thinking very hard about it. I was being a stupid boy.
This is Mars official radio with Panem Public Service Escalon. We have a soundtrack just right for the blue sunset light.
Sector scanned.
This is probably overkill. By that I mean, I think this is overkill. We have 6 available residential slots, or 9 available residential slots, but only 6 available work slots. Eventually, these rare metal deposits will run out, so we'll want more jobs in the dome for people to do. We don't have a spacebar in this large dome. Yeah, we do. It's right here, Alex. Did we have a spacebar up here? No. Let's give him a spacebar. It's just concrete to upkeep.
Our contributions towards the Beyond Earth project.
Port Vesta. I'm investing in Port Vesta with this, and with this I'm investing in whatever the 4th one is. I'd really like it if it's possible to advance all of them at once. That's really my long-term goal. I don't know if it's realistic at all. Yep, there's this one. So these dying off is not a bad thing. They've gotten us the concrete they were going to get us, and they're no longer consuming the parts that we desperately need for other things. It's very okay that they're going their own way. Get out of here. I delete this. There we go. What? There we go. Cool, so it's mostly people we're needing at this point, right? Yeah, 37 vacant work slots, 58 vacant residential
Sector
slots.
scanned. Anomaly found.
Our contribution towards the scientific advancement of humankind will be forever remembered. The Evaluation Day report shows accomplishments beyond even our wildest expectations.
What's more important is that we've demonstrated to the world that the future is really just beyond the corner, behind the corner, around the corner. The expression is just around the corner. Oh, whatever. Our brightest minds have become icons of prosperity and progress, paving the way for future generations to create a better tomorrow, on Mars, on Earth, or any other place in the universe. So we've completed our evaluation. And we got score out of it. I guess score is supposed to be like how you rate how well you've done, but I don't know. It feels so nebulous to me. It's a lot like how Crusader Kings 2 had a score mechanic, or has a score mechanic when you end the game. Like, okay, great. This isn't really connected with any of the game mechanics at all. It's just an arbitrary number you throw at me. That's, well, it is what it is. How's our metal doing down here? Gone. No, it isn't. This is full of metal. This is concrete. Yeah, we're out of concrete? No, we just have 2 concrete depots. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah. So what's the holdup on this? More electronics needed. Yeah, I do need more electronics. We're trying to produce more electronics. The holdup on that would be then that I've been exporting too many of the rare metals. Yeah, we just don't have enough rare metals in reserve to fuel both of these and keep exporting them. So I'll have to keep a close eye on that. Let's get cargo rocket going here. Import some electronics? I mean, I really don't need them, is the thing. We're going to produce them. Even if we're not producing them at a rate I'd be happy with. The reason electronics is sitting so low right now is I've been building a lot of research labs, whereas we had no research labs before. We now have 9. Kind of built them all at once. So it's gonna take a few days for that to finish. Ooh, power shortage, huh? What if... I like Stirling generators because they only require polymers, and polymers are something we can kind of infinitely produce. Not totally infinitely produce, but effectively infinitely produce. Whereas it takes longer for us to get metals and machine parts infinitely. Though, you know, it will happen eventually. Can't pop you down here. I could build you all the way over here. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need to have power positive all the time because we have such a surplus at night. Our battery would recharge fairly quickly, but, well, I like being safe. Maybe move you a little out of the way here. Goodbye, polymers. Goodbye.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
So we have people unhappy because they can't shop or gamble, there's no luxuries, they're feeling like they're not getting enough social engagement.
We have received grave news from
Fuck.
Earth. It seems Reed Goddenberry has fallen ill and doesn't have much time left.
The billionaire has sent a special request out to us. Oh, I forget how his voice goes. It seems that I can no longer hide the fact that I am and have been dying in these recent months. Although this may explain my push for haste into completion for the Beyond Earth initiative seems to some... What? To some? This may explain my push to some. The reality is that it's badly needed with or without my condition in mind. People are suffering and dying on Earth, in war, from diseases, from malnutrition. All of this is not necessary, and my vision will remedy all of it once complete. So I convey this message to you, whom I have come to see as my closest partners in this endeavor. Please redouble your efforts, for it would please the dying man greatly to see the plan bearing fruit before his death. See the plan bearing fruit before his death? I mean, it's technically correct, but it's such a weird way to express these things grammatically. But if not to warm my old heart, do it because you believe in what the initiative represents, as I know you do. Wow, we're going through fuel fast. Because we're refueling this, and we're operating so many of these, but we have like 4 fuel refineries. Kind of crazy. Well, it's mostly the shuttle hubs eating up all this fuel.
And you're listening to Mars official radio.
So that kind of makes sense.
Your reliable source for the music you love.
Forbid exports from now on. Oh, there's food remaining on board? Launch anyway. I do not care. I'm done pretending to care about food. We have over 2.4k. We're good. If our consumption slightly exceeds our production right now, that's fine. It will eventually be remedied.
Great dust storm approaching.
Our electronics are okay. It just means that we shouldn't build any more research labs than we already have. We should bring in more staff to staff both of these. We should stop exporting rare minerals or rare metals altogether. How many more colonists can I have? 58 residential slots? That's crazy. Passenger. No, I am seeing unemployed here. Hold on. What was up? Where do I have unemployed people? Oh, here, because that isn't complete. Yeah, makes sense. We have work available here. Yeah, I definitely want to bring more people in. We only have 13 that meet our requirements, but whatever. More people is more people, and I need them. Mostly for this dome, but I will need them for the other domes as well. Yeah, we're low on electronics and machine parts, like always. I could import machine parts and electronics. I wouldn't be too opposed to doing that, but let's hold off on that.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found. Cable fault reported.
Well,
our contributions towards the Beyond Earth project have been received.
Vesta. Just keep boosting Port Vesta over and over and over and over and over. Is this is supposed to be researched multiple times? Yeah. We can drop off some drones, so that's 1 point. Yeah, it's worth it to finally rover down some stuff here. Drop some rovers in here and survey all these little things that can be surveyed, get metal into one giant pile, probably plop down some solar panels to recharge our vehicles. It might be worth doing the same up here and down here, but we aren't done scanning down here, so it's alright. I really do wish it gave us indication of how close we are to completing these projects. I know I'm a broken record, but it'd be kinda nice, huh? This metal's
funding received.
Full-ish. How's the metal doing down here? Yep, time for another run. You grab metal, take metal down
Sector
here.
scanned.
There you go. Dust storm's gonna be slightly annoying. We're doing okay. Machine parts, we are producing enough? I'm not thoroughly convinced of that, but okay, game. If you think that I'm producing enough, I'll believe you. At least I'll try to. These passengers I want going to this dome mostly, so I'm gonna... Nah, I'm just gonna plop them down here and hopefully they make the right choice.
The Beyond Earth initiative needs more materials for the completion of its various projects.
We can't send anything else to Spring City. Really? That's quite annoying. I guess Rubicon Station then. I guess metals. This is going to require 120 metals. Now I'm going to put this off until I have 120 metals in one place, but I think I can actually pull that off
New
down here with
colonists
all
have
the
arrived.
metals on the surface. Like,
From the idealistic
I'm
vision of
Lieutenant
one
Asplin of
eccentric
Mars
old
official
billionaire,
radio.
to a
Even though I
farm
like it
world
on
meant to
Mars,
feed
I
all of
find
humanity's
myself
current
missing
and
things I
possible
never
future
thought I would.
needs.
I've basically
Spring
been a
City has
vegetarian
now
since my
begun
first
food
semester
production.
in college. Still, I recently had a craving for a doner kebab. I don't know why. The same thing happened when I thought of Turkish Delight, the most revolting candy ever created. Have you experienced similar cravings? If you have, tell us. Let's listen to another song and think about it.
when a pop-up pops up with voiceover, the radio should either be muted or have its audio level auto-adjusted to drop to about 30 or 20% of what its current value is. That way, the two people speaking at the same time are not overwhelming each other. You should have... be like, oh, okay, this is going to start talking, and this is more important than this, so this volume should drop down so that the player can hear this. Whatever. Many heated regions on Earth, where hunger and strife are rampant, will now be saved. Our role in the realization of this project is far from overlooked, and we've been sent new crops which are extremely tough, healthy, and nutritious to use on our own farms. The Beyond Earth initiative brings humanity closer to a place where hunger and poverty will become nothing more than the woes of yesterday. New Ganymede rice hydroponic crop now available. Can I grow... It only grows in hydroponic space. Well, lesson learned, I'm never focusing on Spring City again because I hate hydroponic space. I think I was saying with all the metal laying around in here, with this shuttle I should be able to get 125 or 120 in one place, and we won't have to sacrifice the metal that we're extracting here or the metal that's in our depots already. So it should be pretty okay. Yeah. Now, let's find 52, 59. Do any of these have particularly 100 metals? 108, 108. Yeah, let's pop it down here. This is pretty centrally located. And if I can get a lot of these metals in here, pop down a metal depot right there.
Cable fault reported.
So, yeah, you're getting right on the job of getting the metals. That's great. I'm gonna want solar panel. Gonna want some cables connecting these solar panels. This transport's gonna want to hang out there, and you start researching stuff. There are problems up here, but I'm fairly sure these problems will be alleviated with the increased workforce and with me no longer exporting rare metals. So the rare metals that have been loaded on here will be pulled off 15 and instead be used to make electronic parts. Yeah, that looks good. Food consumption is still too high compared to our production value, but that's okay. I don't actually believe that'll be a consistent
Anomaly
ongoing problem.
analyzed.
There we go. Find me another beaker looking one. So the beaker anomalies always just give you research points, and because I'm trying to rush this Beyond Earth initiative now that not Gene Roddenberry is dying, Reen Goddenberry, it'd be nice to finish it before he dies. If at all possible.
Sector scanned.
And with that, we're going to have everything scanned, so this would be the time that I'd switch over to researching deep scanning. But Instead, we're researching stuff
Cable
for the
fault
Beyond Earth
reported.
initiative.
Pipe-
Our
so-
contributions towards the Beyond Earth project
Here we
have been
go.
received, and we have Reed Goddenberry's everlasting thanks on behalf of humanity's future.
We can focus on Aldrin Base or Rubicon Station. I'm gonna click on Rubicon Station just for the bonus funding. Then I'm gonna go and grab another shuttle and do exactly what I just did. Give me a rover, give me an explorer, give me a transport. Launch them so I can land up here and start exploiting the resources up here as well. Can I do a third one? Maybe. No, I can't afford to do a third one. Not yet, but I will.
An extraordinary feat has been completed. An unparalleled milestone in humanity's history.
Port Vesta has begun operations. At the heart of the asteroid belt, the mining base is predicted to end poverty on Earth and bring an abundance of materials for all needs far and wide across the solar system. The first shipments are already Earthbound, and while free and endless materials may await us in the future, for now we have been given the know-how to upgrade all of our extractors and make them more productive. The mega project envisioned by Reed Goddenberry has been completed, so all extractors are now 20% more efficient, or produce 20% more, which is pretty nice. So we're not going to get 120 just from this, but from this and this, I think we should have 120 metals to throw in here, so we should be fine. Yep, you go on up here, keep doing that. How are these numbers looking? Still low on electronics, but machine parts is holding above 10. Really, the only thing I think that I can do to improve that situation is import more people to get these factories working.
Vehicle battery low.
Yeah, I have a friend complaining about the lack of control over individual colonists. I'd really like to be able to say, like, you know what, no, this person, back to Earth, you're kicked off of the colony, or you're stuck in this one home.
Anomaly
Like, it'd be nice to be
analyzed.
able to see who the renegades are. In Tropico, you could see who the, not renegades in that game, but see who the troublemakers were, the criminals were, or rebels were, and take action against them. But it's not so much a thing here. Alright, let's bring you back down here so you can recharge once it's daytime. Storage space is full. Really? Well, good problem to have. Throw down a couple more concrete depots, keep you busy. Bum, bum, ba-da, ba, bum. It's odd that solar panels... Oh no, they do produce less power due to a dust storm. I was gonna say, it's odd that they work at full efficiency during dust storms. Well, Alex, the joke's on you. They don't.
This is Mars official radio with Panamasculine.
There.
I aim to please your musical
Now
needs.
these metal deposits, this metal depot, and the Rubicon trade rocket are all going to be in the same area. The
Sector
only
scanned.
problem with dropping the Rubicon station trade rocket way the fuck out here is it's going to take a long time to refuel. But I guess that's something we can just make peace with. Can't land during a dust storm. You can't travel back to Earth quite yet. That's okay. We're losing oxygen, but it's a dust storm. That's what you expect.
Our contributions towards the Beyond Earth project have been received, and we have Reed Goddenberry's everlasting thanks on behalf of humanity's future.
Alright, Aldrin Base, maybe. Rubicon Station, we get more funding. Rubicon Station gives us more funding. I can go here to resupply, grab another cargo rocket, and do... Fuck. Nope, can't yet. Soon we'll do that. Luckily, the amount of research we're pumping out is making a notable impact. So I'm happy about that. Are you recharging? You should be recharging. Trying to recharge, but insufficient power. Well. Guess that means I need at least 3 large solar panels to keep this operable. Good to know. Yeah, there is the possibility that you can like select individual colonists like Parth here and manually assign them work, but in 5 days they'll change their residence if they want to, and you can assign them work, but it only lasts for 5 days. It's really weird that people won't keep the jobs that you manually assign them to. So I, as you've been seeing in the series, I just haven't bothered manually assigning anyone. Oh. Died of old age? Okay, yeah, good. Old age. It's probably bad to be excited about anyone's death, but I had nothing to do with that one, so I'm alright with that. Oh, it's just outside of range. Okay, fair enough. So this is full? Yep. Cool, that's recharging. This doesn't need to recharge. So I think I'm just going to start at the bottom left grid and work my way up, stockpiling all the metals I'll run into. It's a little ridiculous, but, well, I'm okay with that. No, I'm glad I didn't double click there. I'm kind of wanting to land this one somewhere else besides
Sector
just
scanned.
up here, but, well, we'll see. 114 metals right there. Yeah, let's go with 114 land. Let's have y'all land in here. Now keep in mind, each of these new explorers that I'm getting is increasing the amount of research that we're getting as well. So spamming a bunch of them, even if they only have a limited amount of use, they're worth keeping around. And vehicles, unlike buildings and unlike colonists, don't require upkeep. Which I kind of like.
Pipe leak reported.
So no polymers down here? Okay, cool. Perpetually short on electronics and machine parts. This is demonstrating to me that we are not making enough. I'm gonna launch more people. Hopefully these factories will get full. I need 6, 7, 8, 14, 16 more people. Now that rocket I just sent only has 14 people. Even if we fill in half of those vacancies, it'll still be better than not filling any of them.
The readings told us it was a vein rich with ore, but the data turned out to be incorrect. Under those fine red sands lay the intact hull of a rover.
We immediately recognized it. Curiosity. A historic finding that stretched its hand in a welcoming gesture through the years back to its first missions on the Red Planet. It belonged in a museum. But on the other hand, it was an opportunity to gain more parts that we could rarely get our hands on. It was a tough decision, so we either get money or a permanent 10% social research boost. No contest. Permanent research boost is definitely the way to go there. rocket number 2 has landed. Let's plop down a metal depot here. Next to the metal depot, we're gonna get 1, 2, 3 solar panels. We're gonna draw our power cable line. Transport's gonna sit on that line. You don't need to sit on it, but you might. The Explorer, we're gonna go out and research the beakers first, because the beakers will help this tech along, and then we'll do the other ones in some order. Transport, why don't you just live here? Is it complete? There's 19 more metals right there, so let's move you so you pick those up, add them to that stockpile. I'm so glad that depots are not destroyed.
We found some useful material in the debris from a small meteorite.
After minimal processing, the resources can be transported and put to good use for the benefit of the colony. 30 rare metals at the anomaly site. Well, it's cool and all. They're not going to be put to use. I'm going to go ahead and spoil that for you, game. We're not going to find much use for those.
Our contributions towards the Beyond Earth project have been received, and we have Reed Goddenberry's everlasting thanks on behalf of humanity's future.
So Aldrin Base is the only thing to upgrade now, so Aldrin Base, get 10 more science applicants.
Cable fault reported.
We're gonna land them, and, well, they're gonna go... Hopefully the scientists will fill in here.
What was until recently pure science fiction
Alright.
has now become a reality. Rubicon Station has been built, and is already receiving its first permanent residents.
A shipyard built in deep space, the station is expected to grow humanity's space-faring capacity 1,000-fold. The unique location of the base is also perfect for fringe research purposes, boosting humanity's understanding of the universe. This project may have never been completed without our help and guidance. Reed Goddenberry's vision has become more real than ever.
Radio.
Reduce
Lean
costs
back,
of physics and
relax,
engineering
and let
texts
us do
by
the rest.
10%.
Our songs are
No
simply the
active
best,
research.
and my
Sector
hosting is
scanned.
Oh.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, let's go waste rock liquefaction so we can get rid of all this. We're not done with this? No, it's the
The
game's...
Beyond Earth initiative has been deemed a success. Already the efforts of this massive endeavor are bearing fruit.
A time of change is befalling the human race, a time of unity and hope for a brighter future that most couldn't have imagined just a few short years ago. A massive push by thousands of people and the best that two worlds had to offer has become a reality. Our role will never be forgotten, and the everlasting gratitude of spacefaring humanity will always be a factor. A factor? A factor, though, will always be a... Alright, whatever. And spearheading the whole affair, the vision of an old, eccentric billionaire who wished to see a bright future of his kind before his passing. History will remember Reed Goddenberry as a visionary of mankind. Into technology, dream reality. A new era for humanity has dawned. So, dream reality is a wonder project for Project Morpheus. It stimulates the development of new perks and adult colonists throughout the entire colony. Oh. That's a hell of a lot of electronics. We're not going to be building that for a while, but it's cool. So I think we're done with that chain. That's not bad timing. I say, because we're just about at the end of hour
discovered.
2. Neural empathy. Empaths raise the morale of all colonists in the dome. Yes. Neat. We're about at the end of hour 2. No, got about another minute or so. And, well, you know the drill. Probably. As it is the end of another hour, I'm gonna run well, cut the recording here.
colonists
I'm gonna
have
run off and
arrived.
take a few-minute break to get more water. Is this gonna reach? Son of a bitch. Not quite. Ah, no, it reaches. There we go. Before I take that break, just so I remember, I'm gonna run both of these explorers back to charge, just so they're not dead when I come back. And I haven't figured out if I want to expand these two to being whole new colonies in their own right, or just supply depots that I pick up metals from. We'll figure it out. But for now, this is going to wrap up hour 2. I'm going to keep streaming, but if you're watching on YouTube, you know the deal. Stop by again tomorrow for some more of this. Until then, make sure to comment, share, like, and subscribe. But until then, toodaloo, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!